Today we're going to do the Revo 2.0 arm screw stripping out. We're going to show you how to save some money by not having to replace the A-arms every time the screw strips out. There's a bonus quick fix at the end of the video for bent push rods for the front shock. You know, sometimes you have the grandkids and they want to race and you just can't fix everything all at once. So these little tips will also help you with having other people that are impatient if you're having fun on the track. My name is Angie, and this is Alan Williams' Backyard RC. Here we take our reviews seriously. We jump, bash, race, obviously break them. Then we have to repair them. Then we do the reviews, and we do our best to make sure everything is accurate and what actually happens on the track. At this time, we do not affiliate marketing, and we are not monetized by YouTube. So everything we share with you is simply because we want to help other hobbyists solve problems and save money. Sometimes these cars can be a little costly, so quick fixes and waiting on parts to come in from China, different places that we order them from, can also put a hamper on your race time. And when everybody's having fun, the last thing you want to do is have a broken car. So these quick little tips will also help you with keeping everybody happy and keeping your car running. So today what we're going to show you is how we break our A-arms. They happen quite frequently, especially a lot on the track when everybody's jumping or you guys run into each other and just different things that the cars go through on the track. We're going to have to show you how to fix it without replacing the A-arm completely, and two methods we found that have worked. After we fix it, we'll take it out and test it so you can also see how it works. And these are just little bonus features that we found here at home as we do things with our family.
Figures.
Back here, take the tire off, get you a better look at it. Use your tire wrench for your E Revo or ratchet. Okay, so you can see it popped out. It just pulled the threads right out. You can replace the A-arms, but in this case, this is just going to be an emergency fix. So we're just going to take some Loctite. Set that off to the side, pull our little rubber plug out. Set that off to the side. First thing you're going to need is a 5mm wrench. Loosen this. You want to loosen this black piece up here. Loosen this up right in here. Just loosen it up just a little bit. Not taking it all the way out. Get this. This fits in here for this screw right here. You can see where it's turning it. It fits in there. And the reason we loosen that plug up is just so we can turn this easier. I'm not even going to bother cleaning any of the threads out for this case. Take super glue. I highly suggest before you get started, just put a paper towel or something underneath your table, workbench. Put a bunch of super glue on it. Super glue sets up pretty quick. Get this in here, get it set up without getting it on my fingers. And put the socket in there. I'll get that lined up. bottom it out. That's how you can emergency fix that. The bottom one's damaged too. The bottom one's damaged here too. Can't see that too good on the camera, but it's pulled out a little bit. So while we're doing this, we're just going to go ahead and fix this one. So once you do that, we're going to leave that set up. Tighten this back up. Make sure that's moving fairly freely. Don't want to tighten it too tight. Put a rubber plug back in here. Take something blunt, push that back in there. Maybe. You don't want to use something sharp here, just put a hole in it. Keeps the dirt out of there. That was fixed. Loosen up the bottom one. Take the plug out of it. This is just one fix, folks. Loosen this up. If you guys don't have one of these are really nice. Loosen this up. Loosen it up by hand, matter of fact, that's how. Glad the threads are on the bottom too from where I wrecked it. Get this rubber piece, what's left of the boot, out of the way. Cooperating here. Get that. There we go. Use that to hold it. There we go. Slide that back. Do the same thing. Super glue, bunch of it. Put it on the threads. Careful not to get it on your fingers. Swap tools out here. Get it lined up. Now keep in mind when you're using power tools, you really don't want to do it too fast. You don't want to turn this too fast. If you turn it too fast, it'll heat the plastic up and it'll make the plastic softer, so you always want to go slow just from the friction of screwing it in. So we'll put that plug back in there. Whoop. Tighten up the lock nut here. Just want to snug that up. Don't want to make it too tight. We don't want to put it in much of a bind. Again, take something blunt. Start pushing that back in. Having trouble seeing here. Got that back in. Make sure that's moving fairly freely. Don't want to tighten it too tight. Put a rubber plug back in here. Take something blunt, push that back in there. Maybe. You don't want to use something sharp here, just put a hole in it. Keeps the dirt out of there. That was fixed. Loosen up the bottom one. Take the plug out of it. This is just one fix, folks. Loosen this up. If you guys don't have one of these are really nice. Loosen this up. Loosen it up by hand, matter of fact, that's how. Glad the threads are on the bottom too from where I wrecked it. Get this rubber piece, what's left of the boot, out of the way. Cooperate in here. Get that. There we go. Use that to hold it. There we go. Slide that back. Do the same thing. Super glue, bunch of it. Put it on the threads. Careful not to get it on your fingers. Swap tools out here. Get it lined up. Now keep in mind when you're using power tools, you really don't want to do it too fast. You don't want to turn this too fast. If you turn it too fast, it'll heat the plastic up and it'll make the plastic softer, so you always want to go slow just from the friction of screwing it in. So we'll put that plug back in there. Whoop. Tighten up our lock nut here. Just want to snug that up. Don't want to make it too tight. We don't want to put it in much of a bind. Again, take something blunt. Start pushing that back in. Having trouble seeing here. Got that back in. Put your tire back on. Having trouble seeing. There we go. Put the nut back on. Anytime you do metal against metal, Loctite here. Anytime you do that, I suggest you use thread locker. Some sort of thread locker. I use Loctite. Put a little bit on the threads. Helps keep the nut from coming loose. Okay, that's one way to fix that. Temporarily fix it. I do have some A-arms that I bought to replace these. And I got some hub carriers that I bought from RPM to replace so they match. I've got another set coming in for the rear, so I'm waiting on them before I put these on. But I just want to show you guys how to temporarily fix that. That's one fix. Another fix is with some Healy coils. I'll show you how to do that, and we'll show you how long it lasts. So now we're going to let this set up. We're going to take it out, give it a test drive, see how well it holds up, show you guys how well it holds up. Help save you some money, get you back up and driving your car for a little while until you get spare parts in. Always keep some super glue and thread locker handy. Alright, so I got my E Revo out. I super glued the A-arms on here. I got 4S batteries in it. We got my GPS speed meter on here. We got it set for peak. We're going to see, drive around the parking lot, see how fast it goes. Oh, I'm going to break my GPS meter. All good. So we got, I don't know if you guys can read that, but we got 27 miles an hour for peak. Alright, we got 28 miles an hour that time, so we'll reset that. Okay, I'm working on this part of the car too, but for this video, that'll be for another video, but for this video, take the tire off here. Put it on my tray here so I don't lose my parts. Take the tire off, set it off to the side. Put the nut back on it just so I don't lose it. Yeah. So the bottom we super glued. Shows you guys how to do that. So we'll take this plug out. Set it in my tray. Take that plug out and get a 5mm hex key wrench. A 2.5 hex key wrench. For her, for you, for the whole family. Take a little bit of pressure off the A-arm so you get the angle right. Again, go slow. Take this out for a minute so we don't lose it.
Made with our buttermilk crispy chicken and our delicious spicy or classic mayo.
So you see the threads are plastic's a little messed up. I have a thread repair kit I bought from Amazon. Comes with everything you need. And it comes with the insertion extraction tool. Comes with the drill bit, tap.
Less on takeaways than anybody else in the league. You see Bernard and now Williams. Yeah, that's the NFL versus every timeout. This is where
Okay, always set your torque on this. Check, just see how deep the hole is. Okay, deep enough. Take your tap, set it in your drill. Set it on slow speed. Set your torque real low. You don't want to strip the threads out. You want to go real super slow. You don't want to get the threads out. And you don't want to be moving your drill around. You just real slow. Back it out, clean your threads up. Going real slow. Back it out. Whoops. Let the plastic cool off for a minute. The trick with power tools and plastic is to go really, really slow. You don't want to heat that plastic up and make it soft. I got my torque set as low as it goes so that when it bottoms out, I don't rip the threads out of it. Which I think I just did. Take your helical insert, put it on the end of the tool. Throw it in there. That screws in there.
First of all, decent cover downs against Kansas in 2014. When he left Oklahoma, he was the all-time leading rusher for the Sooners. This guy put up yards in chunks at Oklahoma. Shrugging his shoulders at the top of that play. The flag is down, or a timeout is called before the flag, and it is a timeout utilized first. So before this third and one, they will take a timeout. We'll be right back after this message from Progressive.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you know what? Forgot my sunglasses.
Okay. Oh, keys, wallet, any electronics in the tray room? It's me, Baker. Sorry, Walker. Just doing my job. Phone charger. Keys, wallet, in the tray for me, please.
Ooh, I think I left the curling iron plugged in.
You step over here for a second, please.
Has been the back of choice on this drive, and that's that game we talked about a little while ago. On the 22nd of November against Kansas, when he ran wild on the day off. I just remember against the Giants there, I said if I was that kid, when we talked about this last election there, I just have a heart-to-heart with Samaje. You're going to get a great opportunity. And maybe never tap into his ability. And I'm not the only one that thought that. I was just talking to the Giants folks. Maybe not Samaje and game to sum it out. I just think he has so much ability to just be able to turn it on, because I think this can really help this offense and really be the backup to Will Mixon beats George back. Bengals have changed out their left tackle, put an energy out, Clint Johnson in. And on the left side of that offensive line is third down, and Allen will sneak and backs his way to the first down. So Brandon Allen just across the 25 to get the first, and before the Bengals snap it again. First Johnson will tell us this.
I'm trying to tell you, James, Kevin. I'm going to tell you right now that Kirk Cousins
Put your plug back in.
leading 14th touchdown extra point. Go good, right? We got 6-0.
Carissa, thank you very much. The ball control has been in favor of the Bengals, but those two fumbles have derailed some productive possessions to this point. 10 points of drive for Cincinnati here. Allen, pressure coming from Warren. Nobody open downfield. Allen will tuck it right side to the 20-yard line. Robinson was bearing down on him there. Second down. Traxxas decided to cut the left with Allen and see the field much better. And he's trying to force something that's not there and making a good decision, and he's a good enough athlete to get positive yards. I mean,
It's probably too tight.
right? Ready football. Keep it. His football coaches love to say, stay on schedule. Well, they're on schedule in second half. That was one thing Brandon talked about when we were trying to
The bottom one might be a little too tight too.
that's one thing you don't want to really stress for his performance here. So far, so good. Second and 6 at the 20-yard line. This is Boyd. The time is push pass. Boyd on the edge. team because you see the effort of how they're playing. And not going out of bounds like, oh, wide receivers, let's just face it, they're avoiding contact. 983, he's creating the contact. That's twice in a row. Bengals do not have to snap it before the end of the quarter, but they will on third down. And Samaje Perine trying to get the first. He didn't get there. He is at the 15-yard line. They rush up to the line and snap it before the quarter ends. A fumble's the story of the first quarter. 2 of them leading to 10 Dallas points.
What does it take to challenge racial and economic injustice? It takes education. It takes awareness. It takes courage. This year, I will lace up my cleats along with more than 1,000 NFL players for a personal cause. The Equal Justice Initiative is dedicated to protecting human rights and reforming criminal justice. What does it take to stand up for every American? It takes me. It takes you. It takes all of us.
Blue Loctite.
Pretty good.
From supporting your wellness to delivering life-saving care and everything in between, we're here to keep you safe and well. Kettering Health Network.
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going skating. We're going to Manos.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there. Which is why we're making our Chevy Employee Discount available to everyone.
The serving price you pay, I pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy Employee Discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. Get the Chevy Employee Discount for everyone.
Seriously? And for a bonus, I haven't had any trouble with this side. I'll set that off to the side. Put the nut back on here so I don't lose it. Take top plug out. Set it off to the side so I don't lose it. Get my 2.5mm hex key. If you guys like watching Angie in the videos, please leave a comment below. Maybe we can get her to come back and do more videos. And positive feedback always helps. Always go slow with the power tools. This one is not stripped out yet. Just adding some Loctite super glue to keep her from coming loose to help save them.
Pick up the buzzwords this week in Dallas. We're effort and energy. We're seeing the effort on the field, but I just want to talk about energy back here defensively. When the defense hasn't been on the field, they have been on their feet this entire game. They have markets, they have the bench, they have
There's a little super glue starting to set up as I do this. Okay. Had my jam nut back up. Doesn't take much. Make sure it's still freed up enough. Well, see it's sticking a little bit. Back that off a little bit. Make sure it moves freely. Get off to the side.
Bengals defense and not getting frustrated with their offensive mates who give the ball so they're on the net 3 times.
Super glue.
Running backs and linebackers are arch enemies. They do have things in common though, similar to positions. Both positions, you have to have instincts or you can't play in the NFL. The other thing is, you can see the ball hit the hole. That's what self-trust do. And finally, your success is directly related to the men in front of you. If they're good, you're good. If they're bad, they're bad. Offensive line, defensive line.
Thanks so much, Kevin. So Chiefs return to the site of their Super Bowl victory, not going the way they want. Mike Gesicki goes 7 yards, 4. Mahomes would throw a pick right after that. He's got 2 interceptions already in the first half.
A little too tight. Lock tight.
On November 24, 2013, to lose a fumble on each of their first 3 possessions. New England was playing Denver that day. By the way, the Patriots overcame those fumbles and they got to win that game 34-31.
That's that. So for the bonus part of the video, I was going to show you guys how I straighten these up on the vise, but the video didn't come out back. You just put this in a vise, and then you take a wrench and just tweak it, straighten it out. You can save them. I always keep spares around as part number 8619. You can replace that, but you can straighten them out several times before you have to replace them. So you just take them off here, put it in a vise, and just straighten it out. I'm sorry the video didn't come out, right, but that was the bonus. I was going to show you just how I straightened it out. Nice, easy way. You can see it looks a lot better. It's not perfectly straight, but it's push rod. It's not for the steering, so it's not going to hurt anything. Thank you for watching.
Also, in our videos, we include our family, our friends. It's been a hard year with COVID to try to have a lot of people over and do things and still stay safe. There are a lot of health issues with some of the older people in our family, so we want to try to keep everybody safe, but at the same time have some fun. So even in some of our other previous videos, if you like to subscribe to the channel, give us any suggestions, hit the like button, and you'll see how we did things with the grandkids, my kids, different people. It's really kind of a family fun thing to do. And even right now with the COVID, you don't find a lot of things you can do in the cold weather going outside. So some of the parts of making people understand that this hobby is also something that can be time consuming and money costly, we like to try to get everybody involved in fixing their own cars. There's a lot of times through the summer and previous videos, if you go back and check out our channel, it just seems like Alan's always on the porch and he's the one who has to fix everything. He is the pit master, and I feel bad for him because sometimes he doesn't have the chance to have a lot of fun and race his own car. So we've started to involve everybody in fixing their own cars. We also have grandchildren, and it's kind of amazing that my 6-year-old grandson knows more about fixing a car and actually knows all the car parts. So that's kind of a neat thing. It also teaches you to be responsible. It teaches you also on the racetrack how to not run into other cars, how to control your car better. Just little things that you can learn throughout doing this and still have a family functioning time and have fun with it. It teaches you patience, and it teaches you more responsibility on the track and respect of other cars. Because kids a lot of times will get over enthusiastic on jumping things, and it's neat to watch them break things. So now they have to understand the point of not breaking it, because you can't always get the parts you need to continue racing your car. So I hope you have fun with our videos. Like I said, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and have fun out there. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is why we started doing what we did, and we had so much fun with it that we just decided to start a YouTube channel, thinking maybe other families would, profit and get some more insight on how they can have more fun with their families. And also save you a little bit of money and time on waiting for parts to come in the mail. So we also have on our channel other links that you can go to order parts for your cars, different little things. So there's all kinds of stuff in our videos. All you gotta do is just read through them and check out our channel. I'd like to thank you for your time and thank you for your patience. My name's Angie, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.